I want to ask you just to widen your spiritual lens with me just for a bit. Let's get a little bigger perspective here for a moment. Because although we learn in Jonah's situation there's a very specific set of circumstances that led to the storm, the reality is storms are part of all of our lives. They're inevitable parts of life. You cannot get away from them. Everyone will experience them. Jesus himself made it very, very clear that we all experience storms in life. We find this in Matthew chapter 5, verses 44 and 45. But I tell you, notice Jesus' words here, I tell you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you, that you may be children of your Father in heaven. Please notice this part. He, God the Father, causes his sun to rise on the evil and the good and sends rain on the righteous and the unrighteous. Jesus says when the sun comes out, it warms up everybody. Good people, bad people. And when the rain falls, it falls on everybody, good people and bad people. This brings us to a question that is often asked by individuals in terms of trying to understand God and relationship with God. They'll often ask the question, why do bad things happen to good people? Well, it's not really a complex answer. The reason that bad things happen to good people is because bad things also happen to bad people. So bad things happen to bad people and bad things happen to good people at times. Why? Because we live in a world that is broken. In fact, this goes all the way back to the 3rd chapter of the very first book of the Bible, and we see the brokenness of the world when Adam and Eve sinned against God. Here's God speaking to Adam, and he says to Adam, he said, because you listened to your wife and ate fruit from the tree about which I commanded you, you must not eat from it. Cursed is the ground because of you. Through painful toil, you will eat food from it all the days of your life. It will produce thorns and thistles for you, and you will eat the plants of the field. By the sweat of your brow, you will eat food until you return to the ground, since from it you were taken, for dust you are, and to dust you will return. Here we see very clearly that since the fall of man, life has included hard times. Since the fall of man, life has included very tough moments, broken environments. We live in a sinful and broken world. That's why bad things happen to good people. We live in a world that is falling apart, that is broken, that is filled with pathology, we might say.